Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Thursday morning. It's time for the Going Broadway Podcast. Alex and Cole with you this morning. Cole, what's going on?
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the greatest wrestling podcast ever. And guys, today the Smile Gang is back together. Yes, sir.
I was expecting more.
Oh, you usually get to give the introduction, so.
Oh, no, you're doing such a great job.
I can give the introduction today?
Go for it.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I have for you today a great honor of introducing our very special three-time returning guest. It is the one and only the Smile Gang. I don't know, the leader of the Smile Gang.
Yeah,
Kylie Rae.
Alex and Cole, thank you for having me on. And wait, I want to say just how awkward I was when you were first you're like the smiley face, and I was like, it took everything in me not to be like, yay, we're here, and I was like, wait, don't interrupt, that's rude. So I was literally like, whole shot being like, stop, just wait for your cue. No, I'm super excited to be back. I love the Smile Gang. I don't know if I should be the leader though. I'm more of like a number two, probably number three in this situation. So.
Oh no. No.
The people might have a problem with you not being the leader of Smile Gang.
I agree. Let's see what we got on the chat before we get too far. We got Billy Ray Milburn, Bruce Jackson, Thomas Russell, Kyle Layton, James Jordan. Just a excuse me, a blanket good morning to everybody. By the way, just for clarification, no, this is not a Dudleyville jersey. This is my Cubs Wrigleyville jersey. I decided to wear it in honor of Kylie.
Go Cubs go.
What are you laughing at?
Oh my god, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
I was ready to say my fellow Chicagoan, but I'm not from Chicago, so that wouldn't have made any sense whatsoever. But
no, you're accepted, of course. Cole, you can come too.
I'll come if it's like a Cardinals game, I guess.
Or if there's a good wrestling card that we might make our way up north for sometime. That's not out of the question.
I'll go to like a Dallas Cowboys Bears game. I'm good for that. Whatever I can do to support the team that's going against Chicago.
Oh my gosh, it's heartbreaking.
Which is crazy because I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, but like every other team in Chicago is.
No, that's like me because I'm a Blues fan. I don't really care for the Blackhawks. That's more of a personal thing, but
because of where we live, we're like deemed St. Louis fans, but like we're technically Illinois. So it's like, who do we support? I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
whatever you want, that's the right answer. Just hoping both teams have fun.
Let's ask somebody. It's like,
I'm here for the refs.
Ask someone who your favorite team is. You're not going to hear a lot of, the Jets or something like that, but we have some Chiefs fans around here, Colts fans here and there, so.
Packers fans.
Yeah.
The Packers fans are ridiculous in our area.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think we can all jump on board and have like a mutual consensus as far as like Packers fans. Well, maybe not about the Packers fans, but the Packers in general, because they're ruthless at times. But I guess it's good because they really truly support their team, but sometimes to the extreme.
Very true.
But if you do ever get a chance to go to Wrigleyville, please do, because it's beautiful. I promise.
In all seriousness, I would say this even if I wasn't a Cubs fan. It's like it's a totally different experience than any other. I mean, literally, it's changed some recently, but Wrigley Field is literally in the middle of a residential neighborhood. Practically, there's businesses and restaurants and things like that, but it's whether fortunate or unfortunate, however you want to look at it. It's kind of become more, I don't know how you'd phrase it, less residential in recent years, but it's still got that unique feel to it. So no, I agree. If you ever get the chance, go to Wrigley Field, visit Wrigleyville. There's just it's fun. It's
a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
100%.
I might try it. You're kind of convincing. Maybe. I can't say it on camera because people are going to judge me. They're going to be like, "Oh, this card."
Wait. let's put the over under at August. By August, Cole will be a full-fledged Cubs fan.
No.
He's like, absolutely not.
Not on camera.
Uh-oh. You got a closet Cubs fan. I see how it is. All right. Well, let's actually talk some wrestling. So you've been pretty busy recently.
Oh my God.
Well, I could go off on the list of events and such, but I'll let you take the lead on this. Why don't you tell us what you've been up to lately?
You just said we weren't going to have me be the leader.
Oh, no. I never agreed to that. I never agreed to that. In fact, I said the exact opposite.
I will try to take the lead. Let's work backwards. So this past Sunday was NWA with the Crockett Cubs. It was a triple threat with Camille and Chelsea Green. So much fun. It was such a blast. That was actually in Nashville. Night 2, so they did a 2-night thing. And hey, more props to everyone who was able to wrestle. I think there were some people who wrestled like twice in one night and then all weekend. So, but it was a lot of fun. And I also suffered, I don't know if you can see, a black eye.
Whoa.
Took an elbow. Yeah, so it's a nice shiner there.
Which lady gave you that?
It was Chelsea, but it's okay because I know. Well, honestly, both of them are so much bigger than I am. Like as far as height wise, not like weight or anything. But it was a complete accident, and honestly, it was my own fault. And it was fine because it was like right before the finish, and it's odd. Like I know we don't like to like glorify pain, but at first. When it happened, I was so worried that it was going to be broken. But they were able to check it and it wasn't broken. And I was like, well, at least through all this pain, like, at least you could, like, I don't know, I thought it was, like, kind of cool to, like, have, like, a nice shine. Given it's broken, right? So, yeah, it was fine, though. Everything was fun. I like, thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, it was one of the matches where it was, like, oh, this feels, like, very safe. And, like, obviously before we were going out, and there's always like 1 or 2 things that I'll be nervous for, but this one was like, oh, everything seems like fun and like it's like character based and whatnot. And then we go out there and I come back, I was like, of course I get a one match, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be like but I think I'm just like susceptible to injuries at this point because I promise they happen all the time now. Given the nature of that. But anyways, okay, I'm rambling. You know me, I get off topic. So that was Sunday, and then this past Friday, before that, freelance wrestling. It was a tag match with Alfonso Gonzalez and I against Bucky Collins and Darren Corbin. And unfortunately, I'm no longer a part of Team Alfonso because he turned on me after the match, which is a little heartbreaking. But being in the ring with Corbin and Bucky, that was like a huge honor because I am a huge fan of them since like I first started working at freelance. And yeah, it was amazing. And then upcoming stuff, there's a signing. Wait, can we talk about upcoming stuff?
Yeah, talk about it.
Go
for it. Plug it all.
I'm gonna be a leader because it's like I'm the one who gets off track. I'm the one who needs to be real effective. But the 23rd of April, there's a meet and greet in Fort Wayne, Indiana, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with Damage Promotions. And I'm super excited for it because, as you guys know, I enjoy this aspect of wrestling. Obviously, I enjoy like the wrestling, but I also enjoy this part of like being able to like, connect with you guys and like talk to you. And so if you're in Fort Wayne, Indiana on April 23rd, come say hi, please. And yeah, I think I had the weekend off before. Now I'm jumping back to the past. So the weekend prior to this past one, I actually had the weekend off. But here, let me jump back to the future now. This upcoming Saturday will be close to you guys in Paris, Illinois. Is it still? Like
not too far. It's like Paris, Illinois is like two hours.
2 hours, I think.
2 hours? Okay, closer to Chicago.
Yeah, not too bad.
So yeah, at New Wave Pro, where I'm taking on Mr. Kate. And it's my first time having a singles match with her, so I'm super excited for that. I still get nervous before my matches, so as you could tell, the anxiety is starting to kick in now. But other than that, we're ready. I'm like mostly looking forward to the draft that we're doing today.
For sure.
I don't know, right? I think that's all I have coming up.
You would find a way to smile about getting a black eye. You would find a way to be happy about getting a black eye. Like you're literally telling that story, and I'm like, she's happy that she's got a black eye. She's excited that she has this black eye, and I'm like,
it's a badge of honor. Come on.
Yes, I was hoping it was like battle wounds type, and I was trying to be optimistic about it because it's like, hey, there's not much I can do about it at this point. So at least I kind of, even though I'm not tough, at least I like kind of look tough.
So how are you feeling since the concussion? Are things a lot better? Are you feeling better since that time?
Yeah, so much better. Although I was a little loopy at training this past Tuesday evening, but I think that was because the black eye, which I probably shouldn't have gotten in the ring. So towards the tail end of training, I kind of sat back and I was like, okay, I'm going to start listening to my body. Because a couple of years ago, I had the habit of like, just ignore all the signs that my body's trying to tell me that it's breaking down. But now I promise to be better about it.
She's trying to be like Mick Foley over here.
I know. Like, just next thing you know, I'm going to be tossed off the top of a steel cage and,
and then get back up and have your ear cut off and all these other things.
Then 2 weeks later, she'll be on with us, telling us all about it with a smile on her face.
All her teeth are like out of her mouth, and it's just a whole thing.
It's fine, guys. You ever see Scary Movie when she gets, when she gets her head chopped off, and she's like, I think it's the broken leg part where she's like, it's fine.
I'm fine. I feel good.
Now listen.
Yeah, right?
Hold on a second. I want to make something abundantly clear, though. You can only be the leader of the Smile Gang if you have all your teeth, because we can't have we cannot have toothless smiles around here. Otherwise, unfortunately, we're gonna make Cole in charge, and I don't want to do that.
We'll have to switch to like Denture Gang.
At least you have a plan B set up.
Oh, come on now. I'm always game planning to make sure that there's always a storyline to come out of the next story. You know, like you gotta be 2 stories ahead over here when you're writing. All right.
Oh, I'm on the same page. I love that mindset. Yes. Don't always work for the moment. Work for the moment past the moment.
Right.
Do we want to share with her and everybody our little experience at Glory Pro this past Sunday, or do we want to save it?
I would love to, because I think you would get a kick out of this.
Well, yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up, because it's mostly your story. So I will.
So shout out to Alex though, because he had these wonderful belts that are behind us that are kind of not in camera at the moment, but you can kind of see one behind me over here.
Which we take them to
everything.
Well, we make it sound like we get out and about with our show, and it was only the second or third time we've done it. But yeah, anytime we do public stuff, if you want to call it that,
right.
we lug these things along. Anyway,
these belts are made by Wildcat, so they are like the real deal. All right, like. People want to take pictures with them, and they have no idea what our podcast is. Like, it is that enticing of a belt. So we're just sitting there at our table.
I love it.
Chilling, hanging out. And out of nowhere, one of the tag teams from Glory Pro come and start talking to me about the belts. And they're like, so what would be your thoughts on, like, us defending these? And I was like, so I'm like kind of like scratching my head. I'm like, oh, like, dude, like, are you saying like you think it'd be funny if like Alex and I would defend these? Like, I'm kind of joking with him. You know, Alex doesn't want to get in the ring and defend them. You know, we're kind of heel champions. We don't really like to wrestle.
By the way, one of them was Eli Rossi. I don't know if that name's familiar to you, but
their tag team's name is, I think, No Hold Bars. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up because I don't.
They were at the last.
They were at the last show.
2 shows ago, but yeah.
The last one you were here for.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to mess
very talented
their names up though. So
I'll tell you what, though, I got some like major. I can't think of their names now. Wow, major brain lapse. I had my organized thought, and then just like. Whoosh.
All right, so it's ATM.
Wait, so did you guys end up the belts to them?
Oh, so yeah, so the main story is like they wanted to become the Going Broadway champions. Like that,
Yeah.
they were not letting it drop. They literally called the photographer of the event, who's awesome, by the way. She comes over. He's like, I need you to do me a favor. Understand, guys. I know a lot of podcasts and a lot of people, they would like try to force these things to happen and like, hey, you should take a picture with them. Hey, you should. Alex and I are just not built that way. So like we're literally
just watching the matches, minding our own business.
We're just sitting there chilling, and this stuff happens like you will not understand the events that we go to. The amount of people who just want to talk and like try to like it's so cool because it's so organic. And so these guys come up and they're just like, hey, photographer, come here. I need you to take a picture of us holding these belts because we need the booker. And I don't know if I should share who the booker is because it shocked me to find out who it was.
Yeah, same here.
And so,
is it a secret? I'm too honest, so I give away.
Maybe it's not.
Because I was about to yell it out.
Maybe it's not. When he said the name, I did not put the two and two together. I will share it at the end of the story, just because I don't think it's that big of a deal. But
he's great, by the way.
Yeah, surely
huge
not.
Fan.
So legitimately, they're like, hey, we need him to see a picture of this. They look so good. Like he needs to see them on us. Like, so they're taking these pictures. And then literally, I still think they're putting on like a show for the fans because we had a little bit of a fan base that was over there wanting to talk to them. Davey Richards and Team Ambition's table are all right next to us, so everyone's kind of coming over that way. We're doing a free giveaway. We're giving away all Colt Cabana stuff.
Which, by the way, super fun time talking with him whenever he visited with us. I mean, that's a whole other thing.
So we're having a blast.
The greatest.
And then
literal greatest.
Literally at the end, like close to the end of the show, ATM comes up to me and he says, hey, do you have anywhere to be? And I'm like, well, I mean, we were going to pack up and go. He goes, I need you to stay. I want to introduce you to this person who can make the final call on this decision.
Which he said the person's name. He said Dan. I was just like, okay, okay, I've never met Dan before, but
I'm thinking Dan's the guy at the door getting the tickets.
Same here.
I did not put the two and two together. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay. So I'm telling Alex. Alex had literally went to the bathroom when this guy's telling me, hey, can you guys stick around? Like we want to talk like now. And I'm like, I was like, is this WWE? Like, I feel like things are happening very, very quickly. And so Alex comes back and I'm like, hey, Alex, they want to talk to us like now. And he was like, oh, like, he's like, well, we can have like the opening dialogue, but like, we're going to have to run this through our company and like, double check all our stuff. And so I'm sitting here thinking, what's about to happen? So out of nowhere, y'all, if you don't know who Dan the Dad is, first off, you need to go follow him on all social media. He has some really funny vignettes going right now that are hilarious.
You see the one with Cody Lane?
Yeah, those Cody Lane ones are hilarious.
Oh, good. Sorry, but
not to get off topic, but the very first video is like, what did he say? He's like, I'm gonna help raise your kids.
Yeah,
that got me. That got me.
And I love the talking to the imaginary kid. Like, I forget the kid's name, but he's just like, hey,
come on, buddy.
Go with him.
Come on, buddy.
Right.
But if you guys don't know who Dan the Dad is, he is hilarious. And come to find out, Dan the Dad is the booker.
Right.
And I'm sitting here, I'm looking at Alex as he's he's still walking up, and I'm like, you would have saw the epiphany happen on my face. Like, out of nowhere, I just go, I'm still looking for Dan, and then out of nowhere, I look at Alex and I go, I was like, Dan the Dad is the booker?
Hang on. You forgot to set the stage. Walking out still in his gear, no less. Still in like his super
coffee mug.
Oh, if he walked out with his coffee mug, I would have lost it.
Like I feel like he's about to come over and call me sport. Like that's
right.
That's how it's going. But I look at Alex and I literally whisper, I was like, Alex, Dan the Dad is the booker. And here I am, because like last show, I'm talking to him like he's some talent that's, hardly ever in the area.
Well, time out. I want to answer James Jordan real quick. We didn't know he was the booker because this was only the second Glory Pro show we went to, second or third.
This is our second.
Yeah, we just recently got involved with some of the other local independent promotions, so we're still learning and.
But it's not like
getting our feet wet.
Yeah,
it's not like it's just televised. Like, hey, Dan the Dad's the booker, like on a big sign. Like
the ones who know. Yeah,
I'm telling you, you would not know because he plays such a good talent role the entire time he's there. Like he is out and about the entire time he's there. He's at his table. He's taking pictures. He's doing typically.
Awesome.
I hate calling it the comedic match, but he's doing the 6-man tag or the tag match with the comedy spots in it. Which, by the way, y'all, the comedy match with him, Colt Cabana, and Warhorse against Davey Vega and I think it's Matt
Fitchett and Cannon.
Yeah,
it was those 6.
Oh, that was so great.
I got to recollect on 2 spots.
Go for it.
One was with Colt Cabana. He's in the ring. They're both down on the ground. And the one guy, I think it was Davey Vega.
Is either him or Fitchett, one of the two.
They do a kick up.
Well, a synchronized kip up.
Right, but he doesn't. Colt does not get to actually kick up. He fails and lays on the ground.
Right.
And then everyone's kind of like, what's going on? He tries to do it. He like tells him, hold on.
He keeps trying to do it over
and he tries to do it again and still can't do it. He says, hold on. Tries it again. Then here the opponent in the match goes and gives him. He goes, "Do you need help?" Gives him his hand.
Well, wait. He does this long spiel about how it's like, come on, man, you're on TV. You should be able to do this.
Well, that was after the second guy came in. After the second guy came in, yeah. So the first guy's like, "Do you need help?" And he's like, "Yeah." So they grab hands. Colt Cabana tries to kick him again. Still can't do it with one guy. So the other opponent's tag partner comes in. At this point, I think it's Davey Vega and Samuel Fitchett. They both grab his arms, and I think it was Davey Vega that says, "Dude, you're on TV. You can do this." And everyone's doing Colt chants so he can get kicked up. And finally, he gets kicked up, and then they look at him. He like waves at him, and then they run at each other and hit each other after he ducks. It was hilarious.
It was fantastic.
But what's even funnier that I thought was him yelling at the ring announcer.
Oh my gosh!
Over and over again.
So yeah, he was yelling at
Ben
Simon. He was yelling. He yelled. So every time Ben was like, 5 minutes into the match, 10 minutes of the match, Colt's
Shut
like,
up!
Shut up! Wait, Cabana was yelling there?
Yeah.
Well, because one of the times that Ben spoke was while he was trying to do the kick up, and
it's kip up.
Don't tell me how to say it.
You're gonna say kip.
I write whatever I want to write on my board.
Tip up and nip up. So
Cole's not saying
it's a kick.
Kick up.
Cole's not saying either.
K-I-C-K. It's a kick up. Jeez.
But it's awesome. No, so Colt Cabana was the reason why I went to like my first independent wrestling show before I started training, because he was advertised on the show up in Illinois. Yeah, so I was like super starry-eyed. He's just so entertaining. Like, he's so good at what he does. It really like drew me into like what he was doing and like just independent wrestling as a whole. So I completely feel you on that, from like where it started to where it is now. It's just a true testament to like who he is, not just as a person, but also like his mind for wrestling. It's so cool. Every time I'm there, I love it. And they bring in it's not just like the fact that they're good performers, they're actually good people too. And I don't know about you guys, but hearing that the person behind the performer, they like hearing that they're like a good person, that's something that goes a long way in my book. Like, I truly enjoy that, and they're just amazing to be around. But I'll stop rambling now. I'm sorry.
No, but like, I was gonna mention, if you didn't get a chance, go watch the small. We had like a 30-minute interview with him at Glory Pro. Super cool for us. Is the first time we had a physical guest, with us on a podcast.
First in-person interview.
In person, and so that was super fun. But if you just get even just 30 minutes with the guy, you could tell he has such a, not just a wrestling mindset, but a fan interaction mindset. Everything is about how can I allow the fans to be involved in this? How can I create something that's going to benefit everybody? So he talked about his podcast and how when he started doing this podcast, no one was really doing this. But now that everyone's doing this, I started doing the Wrestling Anonymous thing and having people do phone calls in. No one's doing that. How inventive. He started talking about pro wrestling tees, and he goes, I was doing the indie stuff and I wasn't making money. So, I wanted to create a way for fans to get what they wanted from some of these people that they don't get the big WWE spot with the store and, all this stuff. They want to be able to make money, though. He goes, I was trying to create that. And so I was like, I even asked him, I was like, what sparks in your brain to have you have that mindset? And he's just like, dude, I've been doing it so long. I want to help and give back. And so cool. He just has such a very inventive wrestling mindset.
And I went to go see him at his merch table just to say hi and thank you again and whatnot. And he had, and I was totally fine with it. I just kind of sat and waited and listened. But he had the longest conversation. Like, just took the time to talk to this. I don't know. The fan was probably mid upper teens or something like that, but just took the time to have a conversation. Wasn't, he didn't feel rushed or inconvenienced. So just things like that, I think is really cool. And I want to mention that. So anyway, we're getting off track too. You still need to finish your. No, you didn't do it. It wasn't totally not your fault. We're the one jumping all over the place too. So anyway,
so then the dad comes up. We start, kind of talking. And obviously, I think his initial thought was we were trying to get this booked for the pageant, which is way too close to book this kind of idea. He was trying to kind of fathom. He's like, so he's talking to ATM. He's like, so you guys are going to be like the podcast champions? And ATM goes, yeah.
They're like, yeah, exactly.
He goes, what's the deal?
Absolutely.
And so, so after we're talking, I was like, I was talking to Dan. I was like, dude, we don't have to rush this to happen at the pageant. You already have that booked. Everything's good there. He said, the card's already finalized basically, and it's ready to go. And I'm like, we can prolong this out. I would rather, one, we have stuff on our end that we have to do to make sure it's cool that they can be used, and
stuff we got to run on our end.
We got to get checked. But for the most part, I'm like, I want to be involved. Like I told him, I don't just want you to defend our belts. I'm going to come out and manage you. I'm rocking a fur coat too with the pinky in the air. All right. That is what which some of y'all don't know what that means. But this guy, I don't know what his singles name is. On Twitter, he's the Last Don.
That's Eli Rossi.
Yeah. But he comes out with a fur coat on, and he's got his pinky out in the air. And I just thought it was the dopest thing in the world. I even looked over at Alex before any of these conversations happened, which is what was funny about it all.
Which was this was the first or second match.
The pre-opening match was him versus somebody else.
It was the pre-show. Okay.
And then then ATM was in a Fatal 4 later on in the evening. And I told him, I remembered them from the show prior and how exciting they were to watch. But I remember looking over at Alex during the pre-show, and I'm saying, that dude has swagger. That dude is entertaining to watch.
Well, and this is what I was going to say earlier. Major Street Profits vibe from them. So,
love it.
And I actually got a little bit
can't
of
take your eyes off of it.
Like Crime Time, just a little bit of a Crime Time vibe, just because he's kind of a bigger dude and ATM's more of a JTG type build.
So now are they going to sell sport on your behalf?
We don't know. So the idea, that's what I was going to say. So after we've had the talk, it was kind of like, Dan was like, hey, give me some time to think on this. I just have to think on how we would do it. It wasn't really I don't like it. It was more like I would like it if I felt like I had a better idea for it. So now I'm sitting at home after all this has happened, and Cole the Booker
naturally
comes out. And
ready.
So I'm starting
to
to think of some stuff. And so this guy actually tells me, he goes, listen, we don't just do Glory Pro either. He goes, we do events all over this area. And so I'm like, okay, that would be super cool if this belt was not just defended in Glory Pro, but it's defended all throughout the St. Louis area. It's all over the place. Like, that's just more exposure for our belts, our show. But I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Think bigger, Cole. So my idea
Throw
was,
wide.
I just got to throw this out to y'all. My idea was, they kind of give me more heel vibes, right? I would venture to say they're probably heels. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
And
think...
now you're going back to being a heel manager again. I think last time we talked about a face manager.
No. I'm two steps ahead. I'm 2 steps
okay,
ahead.
all right. Sorry, I got excited.
What if? So here's the thing. Alex and I, our podcast, we have promotion. We pay for promotion to promote those certain matches. So if we were to promote one of their matches on the card, they come out and they actually allow us to speak like we're going to promote our podcast, and then we get interrupted by this tag team right here. They come out to the ring and they start making fun of us and goofing off with us, and then the face tag teams come out, whoever that's going to be. They have a match. We're kind of in support of the face tag team. Yeah.
I would like to throw my name in the mix. If available, I'll fight my way up.
Okay. And then
wait, hold on. Kylie and Tootie, done.
Yay!
Okay. But literally, it's a no no disqualification ending. They hit the team with the belts, and then they run off with our belts. So they're never actually the Going Broadway Podcast champions, but they're defending our belts until we can get a team that can come in and beat them to be the first actual ever Going Broadway Podcast champions. And then who knows, maybe during that match, Cole goes heel and allows them to actually win the belts. I don't know. I'm just saying it could be possible.
And then they finally
you got to keep the fans wanting more.
I kind of want to be on the outside looking in and have it be like the heel team like beating you down, and I'm off to the side just like losing it, cracking up.
Listen, at some point I am determined to go through a table. Like, that is on the bucket list. I want to go through a table at some point.
Make sure it's gimmicked first.
And
okay, yeah, I was gonna say, if you go through the table, then we'll do the steel cage match. If you guys want to toss me over, and then we'll.
See, I don't know if I can climb up that high and not feel terrified to be up that high. Because if I throw you, I'm probably going with you. Like, I just feel like I'm gonna trip somehow on the way down. And
if not that, I'll latch on out of fear and bring you down.
What we really need to do. And this could be part of the storyline or something completely separate. But we have a running joke. A friend of ours is pretty much like, if he could grow a beard, which I don't know if I don't know if he could or not, and if he'd wear glasses too, I swear he would be Dan the Dad's doppelganger.
He is what Dan the Dad based the character Dan the Dad off of. Like, he is
appearance and like mannerisms, everything.
Life in general. He is a dad. He's a wrestling fan, but he wears the get up. I mean, like, he is
the
Dan
New Balance sneakers.
He's super chill and
he's the guy mowing the lawn with the shirt off with like Daisy Duke like jeans on or whatever.
Right.
The jorts. That's what they're called.
The jorts.
Jorts, like
the shirt tucked in.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Like
polo shirt tucked in.
So.
Yeah.
Oh,
so good.
That would be hilarious.
So while we're on the topic, are we going to see you back in Glory Pro anytime soon? At least that you're aware of.
I hope so. Hopefully in the future. Because it was the triple threat was last time.
Yeah.
I think Laney and Alley Catch had some beef that they needed to settle, a little more to settle. But I hope so in the future. Definitely. I think they're going to be down in Mania.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, they had contacted me about possibly doing Mania, but hopefully once they come back up and start running in St. Louis, we'll be able to work something out because like I said, I love it there. The atmosphere is amazing. The crowd is hilarious too. Like being out there, like I'm just like, and one of my favorite parts about it is that it's such a kid friendly show. I love interacting with like the children because like you guys grew up on wrestling too. Like you remember what it was like being like, I love this stuff. Like it was like not only an escape but also your time to like have fun.
Yeah, and
yeah. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I think we might be losing connection periodically here and there. We'll kind of do our best to.
It's probably mine.
I don't know because we keep getting like a notification on the laptop saying that internet connection is weak or something like that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think it's on our end. So anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I agree. I told Cole when we were at the last show, I was like, it's always like I always see 3 or 4 kids like with like the Warhorse face paint on, but it's always little girls.
Right.
It's so weird. Like it's I don't know.
It makes me happy though.
No, I agree. You would think there might be, a little boy here and there with wanting to face paint or,
headbang with Warhorse.
Yeah, do some kind of cosplay kind of deal, but it's the little girls like it. And I'm just like, all right.
I love it.
The
Cool.
amount of 2D Lynn shirts that you see is cool.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yes.
The amount of Team Ambition stuff that you see is really cool. I will say, you talk about being kid friendly. It was hilarious though at this last show because Davey Richards won against Myron Reed. He's the #1 contender for Mike Outlaw. And
well, as long as Mike Outlaw is still champion after the event in in Dallas.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to go against Mike. They basically told us it's gonna be Mike Outlaw. They had a little face off at the end.
Not a spoiler, guys. It's not a spoiler.
Right.
Stranger things have happened.
Stay tuned to find out.
It's a spoiler.
Continue.
So his wife and kid though are like literally 2 tables down from us, and he goes, "Honey, earmuffs." And then she didn't put earmuffs on her kid. Like she didn't cover his ears.
To be fair, it was like a second or 2 after the fact. That
he goes, "Honey, earmuffs." And then he goes, "We're gonna tear this effing place down," or "This guy's effing awesome," or something off the cuff or something like that. And then I look over at the kid, and then she goes, "Sweetheart, don't say that." And I was just,
he's so adorable too.
oh, he was cracking me up actually over there. I hope one day when I have a kid, he is that proud of me when I'm doing something that I love. He stared intently at his dad's match the entire time. Like just stood up on a chair so he could see because he's in the very back. He's, I don't know, what, 7, 8 years old?
Right.
Not very old.
Yeah, I think 6 or 7.
And he's just standing up and he's just staring, watching his dad the entire time. I'm like, dude, like, this is super cool to watch.
It helps that his dad is Davey effing Richards, so and he's really good at wrestling.
Very true.
Helps
oh
just
my
a
gosh.
little.
And so like polite and
No, 100%. I mean, I'm
connection again.
What's that?
I think it's better now.
Oh yeah, sorry. I think we were losing connection again, but yes, it's good. So.
No, I think it's just periodic, and I think it's on our end. So I think you're good. If there's any kind of weird pauses, I know sometimes with Zoom there's like a timing issue, but
it is like raining and possibly coming down harder now. So
I know the power went off here too, just because it was so windy earlier this week. So let's see. It's 9:45. Do we want to? Let's actually take a second and let's let you guys know about what you can expect on the Going Broadway podcast over the next few weeks. So we've had a lot of guests lately, which has been a blast.
Right.
I mean, we've had Brian
Cage.
I think I'm trying to start from the beginning. I mean, we had I'm thinking in terms of consecutive weeks. So we had on we had Nick Aldis on. We had Brian Cage on. We just sat down with Colt this past Sunday. Kylie's with us now. So for the most part, for the month of April, you're going to get just me and Cole.
Sorry.
Well, no, that's actually by request. We've had a lot of people request that we just do our normal podcast with our segments and things like that, which is, I mean, to be quite honest, it's humbling and, you know, we appreciate it. But we're going to
the way you two play off of each other too is like, love the dynamic. Sorry, I interrupted again. You guys talk. Sorry.
No. Please.
What a compliment, though. No, like no one ever compliments us. We're always the one that are dishing out the compliments. I'm touched.
So,
but okay. Mom's words.
No, feel free to jump in at any point. So, but on April the 28th, I think there it is. April the 28th, we have Alan Angels joining us. So that'll be a fun interview. 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. Alan Angels will sit down with us, and
our second
member.
Awesome.
It's going to be our second member of the Dark Order.
Yeah,
we might have to join.
Yes,
yeah,
he's so good. By the way, I finally got the chance to like watch him live, and I was like, oh, holy crap! Like,
no,
sorry,
he's super good. I mean, and his matches are very slept on. So that's gonna be a fun conversation. And
why does he look like a miniature version of Killer Cross though?
I don't know, but I'm not gonna be able to unsee that now.
Like this picture I'm looking at right now, he looks like Killer Cross before he became a killer. Like, you know, just not very ripped compared to Killer Cross, not as big as Killer Cross.
Oh, Alan's gonna rip on you whenever we have him on the show because I'm going to tell him. I'm
trying to get heat. I'm either trying to become Kylie Rae's manager or go defend the Going Broadway podcast belt at Glory Pro. Okay, one way or another, I'm going through a table.
Okay.
See, he's thinking ahead again.
Then, and Kylie herself will like our next two guest announcements. The following week, we're going to have the current NWA Women's Champion Camille on with us. Thursday, May 5th.
The one that didn't give you a black eye.
Yes, exactly.
I was going to say, aside from getting kicked in the face, to be fair, I kicked her in the face back, but
we are talking about wrestling, right?
Sorry, yeah, right. No, this is after the match. No, it was 100% during the match. Yeah, she's great. She's hilarious. You're gonna have a lot of fun with her. So I'm excited for that episode.
So I'm excited about that one. I'm also super excited about the next one, the following week. So we got 3 consecutive weeks of interviews. We got Alan Angels, Camille, and then I want to play a quick video for you guys. I'm gonna mute everything, and we'll be right back. That's right, guys. Thursday, May 12th, we have the one and only Athena joining us, formerly known as Ember Moon, but that's going to be a super fun interview. Cole, you mentioned before we went on live, you said you have a ton of questions. And
yeah, Ember Moon / Athena, like, she was probably one of my favorites in WWE. I do not understand how she did not become a Raw or SmackDown Women's Champion ever. Like, it irks me to my core to know that she was that good. She has one of the coolest finishers I think I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
So I could have easily come up with like 30 to 40 questions, knowing that usually I get like 10 in on any given podcast. So I'm so pumped for that, and I'm gonna be pitching an Athena Kylie Rae match.
Stop! I just got a chill. I might cry. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, I'm serious. You don't understand. Like when I first started training, so she wasn't at WWE yet, but it was like shortly thereafter I started training. And when I first started training, I would go back and watch her matches from like the indies. And I would try to like replicate the stuff that she did because she was doing stuff that like not a lot of, so I feel bad like separating like men and women, but there are some things that we're just like not able to do as far as like strength and agility, yada, yada.
Right.
But the stuff that she was doing, like it showed me, hey, this is possible. Like me as a female, I can do this as well. So it was just, I'll stop like marking out like hardcore because she's like literally one of my favorites. So I'm with you. This dream match for sure.
Well, and like I remember telling you during the 12-hour stream, we were going over like who we thought on a whim. Like it wasn't a planned segment. We just started talking about females in wrestling and who we thought were kind of up there. And like I feel like she's never on anybody's list, and I'm like, I don't know how.
Yeah.
Like she's literally she's good on the mic. She's entertaining. She has a good look. Like, and when I mean good look, y'all, I'm not saying she's attractive. Like people get really weird when people say they have a good look. No, she just has a cool look to her, and it makes you want to watch. And again, I think she has one of the coolest signature, finisher, whatever you want to call it, moves.
The Eclipse.
The Eclipse.
And it's always, every time she does it, it's so crisp. Like it's so fluid.
Well, because the other person has to sell it too, right? Like it is definitely a two-person move. It's not something like, where the other person can do most of the work and you can just kind of take it.
So her match with Thunder Rosa, Warrior Wrestling, I think it was a time limit draw. Whenever she did it on Thunder, it was like the dive. You almost look. It was like what's she doing? And then just last second, just does her little flip or whatever you want to call it into the move. It's just like, oh wow.
Right.
Now listen,
like slow-mo into a.
Right.
She's on another level. She really is. Like,
now that she's like indie and she's able to like do a lot more stuff, I'm waiting to see her hit that like off of like high spots, like not just off the turnbuckle. Like I want to see her like a Jeff Hardy, like just jump off of a 12, 15 foot structure and hit it on somebody. Like I'm ready for it.
So to recap, Alan Angels April 28th, Camille May 5th, Athena May 12th. So back-to-back interviews. Thursday, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central for all of those. It's going to be a super fun next month and a half.
Congratulations to you guys as well, because like that's amazing. Like you guys, I don't know, you have been having amazing podcasts. Like it's just, again, it's kind of like the Glory Grow situation, seeing where you were at the beginning to like where you guys are now. It's awesome, and I'm proud of you guys. Sorry,
Thank you.
That's weird, but I really am proud of you.
No,
we're growing up.
You're right.
No, but seriously, if you would have told us, I mean, we just started this 2 years ago. If you'd have told us we'd be, interviewing people, I would have said you're nuts. I just said there's no way. But no, it's been a ton of fun, and it's crazy with when people that watch us are pointing out articles on Fightful and
Wrestling
Inc. and all these wrestling websites that cover anything and everything under the sun, picking up on our interviews. It's super cool, super humbling.
NWA picking up one of our clips for the Nick Aldis promo.
Yeah. That was there was a soundbite where he basically mentioned
he trashed Matt Cardona.
Which was hilarious.
It's funny, we did not really know during the interview why he was kind of staying kayfabe on that only. Like he was definitely like with us just talking about wrestling, and then any chance he got though, he was like, and that's the thing about Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona wants to ruin wrestling, and Matt Cardona, he's trying to take everything that I've worked for. And they're like off the cuff, and like Alex and I are laughing. We're like, this is so funny because he's staying like,
I loved it,
in character. And then afterwards he reached out and he was like, hey, just so you know, we might use some of those sound bites from the podcast today for this promo. And I'm like, that's why. That's why he was doing it.
No, but if you guys,
and then it added to their match. It was like,
right.
Yeah, sorry. It was just so good.
But if you guys go and watch the most recent 10 Pounds of Gold video, I want to say it's like
close to the end.
Well, it's like 10 pounds of gold, number 65 or something like that. I forgot. But it's the clip where he's talking about like how, his quality of life is super good. That shows a video of Mickey James's wife and their son as well.
Mickey James's wife?
Yes.
Mickey James.
Sorry.
We know what you meant.
You would have done it to me. I have to give it back to you.
Holding you accountable. It's fine. It's fine. Oh man.
But no,
it just goes to show what you guys are doing is like meaningful, and it's helping. Like it's just helping the wrestling community as a whole, and honestly, not just wrestling community. Like just like all of us. This is. I don't know about you guys, but this is therapeutic for me. So I can't thank you guys enough for like having me on here, and I don't want to speak on the other guests' behalf, but I would imagine they feel the same way. Otherwise, they wouldn't be coming on your show. So
you can speak on the other guests' behalf. That's fine. That makes me think they all think the same.
So it's the best podcast I've ever done.
No, but in all seriousness, thank you for saying that. Thanks for the kind words. It's just like, it's super humbling anytime we, someone tells us thank you, or anytime someone, out of the blue sends us things. I know Thomas Russell has recently sent you a bunch of goodies, and a
lot of John Cena goodies.
The championship word life.
Listen, he gave me inflatable. I was on my wish list. He sent me inflatable John Cena hands. Y'all, you don't know how many times I'm gonna put those on and just be like doing this in my office, like.
Can you bring them the next time we're on here, please?
Yes.
I want to. Okay, I was like, I want to live vicariously through you. I just want to see that.
Can it be like a friendship bracelet? Can I send you one hand? and we both have one John Cena like inflatable hand.
Right.
Anytime he waves this, he'll think of me.
Right. And we always have to wear it. That way, if we ever run into each other again, it's
gonna be like a big high five.
Right.
And then when you hit the high five, I'm gonna play this.
And his name is John Cena.
I can watch that interview or that I can watch that prank over and over again. The Undertaker, John Cena, in a spit swapping makeout match. I'm like,
that's awful. Come on.
That's what he says. And
I know.
It's so funny because the lady's not even paying attention to what he's saying in a shoots and ladders match. And I'm like,
wait, but then he goes on, he's like chainsaws, bombs, or something weird.
In a triple double match.
She's like, if this is that stupid.
A triple double match. What is that even?
In a triple double match. Oh, I lose. Then they
gotta go back and rewatch it now.
People keep putting it on TikTok with like different videos in front of it, and every single time I have to watch it. I cannot not watch it because I laugh so hard every single time.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I'm crying over here. Oh.
We're gonna have to watch that on air at some point. Like that is gonna have to be like a segment at some point.
One of these days, we're just gonna put that on our Twitch channel. Just put it on a loop, and people can just, if they need a quick pick me up, just hop over to our Twitch channel and watch that for a minute or two.
It's all bleeped out when she's cursing, so it's still family friendly.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. So speaking of unique matches, why don't we segue into our draft boards?
Oh,
so
I'm ready.
So Kylie, just to put some of this into context, each time we do a segment, we don't use a coin. We use this little coaster,
The dreaded coaster.
we do a coaster flip. So
I've not won yet.
long story short, Cole has not won a coaster flip yet at all.
Today is a new day.
No, it's not.
No pun intended.
The optimism. Do
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
They say yes, it is, and then I said no.
I
it's
got
not.
it.
Okay, thanks.
It's better if you don't explain it.
So what we're gonna do? Which one do we want to tackle? Let's say female wrestlers for last.
Let's ask Kylie.
Okay.
All right. So here's the options. We have to draft female wrestlers. We are going to do that one last. So you can pick between tag teams, backstage personnel, or a big four pay-per-view.
Ooh. Let's do big four pay-per-view.
Ooh.
I like it. Okay.
Sorry.
So we're gonna.
I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip the coaster. I'll let. You said you wanted Kylie to call it in the air for you.
Yeah, because I've had no luck, so
Okay.
I'm really counting on you here.
So we're
Again, no question.
gonna flip before each segment.
Yeah.
To see who goes first.
Yep.
So this is to decide who goes first for our Big Four pay-per-view. So Kylie, whenever I flip it, I'm gonna have you call it in the air. So flipping it now.
Heads. Wait, what? I don't get it.
Oh, it's tails.
What?
It's tails. You cannot win. You cannot win.
I'm so sorry. I buckled. I wanted to say I'm sorry.
I feel like Sami Zayn. I feel like there's a conspiracy.
Do you need to verify?
Alex, you don't lie. I know you don't lie. I'm not here to call you a liar. I'm just here to call you a liar because this is insane. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now 7 segments, and I'm 0 for 7. I am the Kurt Hawkins of coin tosses. Like I cannot believe this. Like,
Okay.
Hey,
So
even a broken clock is right twice a day. So I promise it'll come in the future. Just hang on a little longer.
oh, you and your optimism. You and your optimism.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, we'll get to this in a second. You mentioned before we started. I do want to interrupt for this. You mentioned you've got a little quip joke thing. I want to hear it.
Pun,
I want to hear it.
Fun joke. Okay. Get ready. Okay. Why do actors say break a leg?
Why do actors say break a leg?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So excited. I can tell you're super excited for this. Okay, ready?
I want to.
Because
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not gonna get it.
because there's only one cast.
Oh, snap. I did not think it was going there. Oh, man.
Sorry.
Only
I'll
one
be here all night.
That's the best one yet.
Okay.
Nailed it. Are we becoming Talk is Jericho with like a Kylie joke of the day or
Joke of the day.
joke of the week or whatever?
Yes.
We need to talk to Chris Jericho. You might need to replace, was it Duff McKagan?
I don't know. Probably. I'll take your word for it. I don't.
Let me call Chris. I have him on speed dial.
I'm
show
sure.
you.
I'm sure you do. Go for it.
Les Champions.
I can link your phone to our Bluetooth. Let's get Jericho on right now.
I'm gonna call Little Jimmy first, and then Jericho, because Little Jimmy will actually pick up. So
When?
Little Jimmy,
Like, if you call him now, when will he pick up? Like
right now.
oh, okay.
You can't hear him though. He doesn't speak. So
Anyway, so let's get to our draft boards. So we're doing Big Four pay-per-views first. Now, to clarify, all of our pay-per-views are a one-night only thing. So I know that WrestleMania and Wrestle Kingdom are, well, WrestleMania is 2 nights. Wrestle Kingdom most recently was actually 3 nights. So whichever ones we pick,
they're one night only.
one night only. So since I get to go first, I'm going to pick the granddaddy of them all, the most stupendous pay-per-view of all time, which side note, I strongly dislike that tagline. I think it's stupid, but nonetheless,
Hilarious.
I pick WrestleMania.
Oh, I should have known.
Ow.
Yay. In the spirits of next weekend, WrestleMania.
All right, so
Oh, by the way, I totally forgot this as we were doing our little promo thing. So next week, we're doing a special Monday show. That is next week because me and the family are taking a midweek getaway break thing. So Tuesday through Thursday, I'll be out of town. So Monday next week.
Aww.
Monday.
Monday next week, we're gonna do a
Set your
special
calendar.
show. We'll do a WrestleMania preview at that point.
Hopefully the card's done. I hope they're not adding another match like the
I know.
week of.
It's okay. It keeps us invested.
less than a week before, they're just gonna be like, we're adding a third night.
By the way, right.
All right, so you took WrestleMania.
Indeed, I did.
But the reality is that any show could be the granddaddy of them all, technically, if you're
Correct.
if you're a good booker. which I am.
True.
Are you a good Booker T?
That was a good one.
Just because it's one of my favorite pay-per-views, I am going to take the Royal Rumble.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh.
That is a good one. But that doesn't mean I can't have my own battle royale.
I know you were going to go for this one.
Ah!
I knew he was going for this one.
Okay. Let me think about this one for a second, though.
Keep in mind, I did a lot of scouting on this. I have 20 pay-per-views on my
I was going to say, I just looked at your phone. You got a huge list, whereas I did no planning whatsoever. I
got such a big
I just
list.
wanted to do this on the fly.
So, like, not only are you picking ones that I'm like, oh, I could have had that one. That's frustrating. But then I'm like, oh, but I have all these ones I have to pick from, too. So it's like, ugh.
Okay, since we can go past, present with any pay-per-view, let's, I'm changing my mind on the fly here.
You're going to dive deep in the archives.
I'm going to go War Games.
Ooh, another good one.
Okay. Let me delete that off my list.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I promise this is going to be my last WWE pay-per-view that I draft.
WWE.
WWE.
Dub.
The WWE. Just because, I like this pay-per-view.
I know what you're going to pick.
You know that I love this pay-per-view.
Yep.
I'm going to take Money in the Bank.
I knew you were going to take that one.
Ooh.
I thought about taking this as my next one and then doing War Games last, but I really wanted War Games, so that's all right.
I don't blame you. War Games. It's a brilliant idea. It just really is.
All right.
Two left.
Let's think about this for a second. Because I'm also thinking in terms of, so WrestleMania I'm going to keep as my March, April timeframe pay-per-view. War Games I'll probably have in...
It's got to be like the end of the year kind of thing.
War Games?
Yeah.
No, because I'm looking at it whenever like NWA, WCW did it. They did it in like May, June.
Or like a summer thing.
Like midsummer kind of thing. But I'd probably move it to later in the summer. That'd kind of be like my...
Like August.
Like my SummerSlam. So for my third selection, I'm going to go old school a little bit. I'm going to pick Starrcade.
Ooh.
Okay.
I do like that.
I like it. I do. It's a good one.
Oh,
it is.
that is fun.
All right. So this one I have to preface.
Preface away.
Because I had drafted as one of my belts the Impact X Division Championship.
Okay.
And so one of mine is going to be Destination X.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So it's not just WWE pay-per-views, right?
I'm sorry, what did she say?
Yeah, so this is more than just WWE pay-per-views. We can pick any past or present pay-per-view, any company.
One more to go each.
Okay, let me think about this. So I got to space out these pay-per-views. So Mania, I'll probably do April. War Games will be...
I love how you're picking where they're going. I have no idea where mine are going to go throughout the year.
Well, because you can't have like... Because we're only going to have 4 pay-per-views, and you can't have like, Rumble and Destination X back-to-back and then have 5 or 6 months without a pay-per-view kind of thing. I mean, I get in theory we can do what we want, but I'm trying to keep it consistent.
It is my brand, and I'm going to do what I want to.
Oh, goodness. Let's see.
Taking a quick 30-second break. I'm so sorry. I have to
you're good.
Okay, sorry. I drank so much water.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Man, I kind of backed myself in. Let's see. Starrcade, November, December. WrestleMania, March, April. gotta look at my calendar here. So if I do. So probably what I'll end up doing is WrestleMania would be like late March. War Games sometime in June. Starrcade December. So I need my fall pay-per-view.
He's looking for a fall pay-per-view.
You know what?
Oh, you're getting devious now. I see that. I've seen that look on your face before.
Oh man, I'm tossing back and forth 3 different ones.
You got to go with your gut, Alex. December to dismember.
Oh my goodness, no.
Halloween Havoc.
Well, okay, spoiler. Halloween Havoc is one I'm thinking about.
In your house. Guys,
in your house? Which one? They did like 40.
So yeah, right. And they were all great though.
David Tilley said, Cole, weren't you cursed by Danhausen? No, I wasn't cursed. He cursed everybody on our podcast.
Okay. Gosh.
Fall Brawl?
No.
Oh, you could do a Brawl for All. I know how much you love that. No? Not a fan?
SummerSlam?
No, we're not. We're not doing boxing here.
Neither were they.
Touche.
That's funny. That was good. That was a good one. Did you watch the Dark Side of the Ring one with that?
Yes, it was messed up.
That was intense. Very intense.
Especially when they were like, hey, this is going to like further whoever wins this thing like really far down the line. And then after it was all over, they're like, mid-card. Like, I know you just knocked everybody out.
Naturally.
Mid-card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's picked SummerSlam yet?
I don't.
Gosh.
Because he's already wanted to put Mania in the summer. So.
Okay, no. So
not Mania.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm going WrestleMania sometime late March. I'm going to do Starrcade in December. I'm going to do my War Games pay-per-view that's going to be my fall pay-per-view.
Okay.
So, that being said, my June summer pay-per-view is going to be SummerSlam.
Nice. Good choice. I'm a huge fan of SummerSlam. The biggest party of the summer.
Indeed it is.
Don't you know? Haven't you heard?
It's a big party in the summer.
Biggest party of the summer. Get it right.
It's so funny because every year it's like the same like commercial type stuff they make for it is like a barbecue or like a party at the pool. Like it's like they just took clips from last year's and made a new thing out of it.
It's like, hey,
Recycled them. Yeah.
It's like, weren't those 2 guys in that vignette released like last year?
Like, why is Kane still in these? Like, I'm trying to figure out what he's doing here. All right, so I promised I wouldn't do any more WWE pay-per-views.
And
I'm sticking to that.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to stick to that. So I'm kind of trying to delete some of these off my list so I can focus in.
By the way, guys, just so you kind of know where my head was at with that last pick, I was trying to think if I could shuffle some things around and either do Halloween Havoc or a Survivor Series, but throughout Survivor Series, because I mean that's a November pay-per-view. It's always got to be with Thanksgiving, and you can't really do that back-to-back with Starrcade. So then I eliminated that one. I was going back and forth between Halloween Havoc and SummerSlam, and I had to go with the biggest party of the summer.
So now I'm struggling with my third. I have 3 left on my list that I.
Thomas Russell really wants someone to pick Brawl for All.
No. So
hey, let's have predetermined boxing matches.
That didn't go as planned.
Scripted boxing matches that weren't really scripted.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the 3 that I'm stuck between.
Right.
All right. One of them is Night of Champions.
Oh, that's a good one.
Another one, because I really like the idea of having like a tournament. So the other 2, I'm stuck between Bound for Glory and Crockett Cup.
I tossed back and forth Crockett Cup too, but the thing with Crockett Cup is you you got to have a lot of tag teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only will have 10.
Bound for Glory is a good one, too.
Because the Crockett Cup has always got like 16 or 32 teams.
So you
And
just
it's usually a two-day event, too.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you've eliminated Crockett Cup for me. All right, that makes it easy. So now I'm stuck between Bound for Glory and Night of Champions, and I'm going back and forth because I really love the idea of a tournament.
Let me help you out here. If I were you, however you want to call it. Now I'm more old school. I would probably go Clash of the Champions, old school WCW, NWA.
Right.
But if you want to call it Night of Champions, if I were you, I mean, I didn't even think about that one. If I were you, I'd go with that one.
Yeah.
It's
different than everything else.
Every belt defended on the pay-per-view.
I'll go old school for you, buddy.
Clash of the Champions.
Clash of the Champions.
And that way it's not a WWE one, too. So that way you're sticking to that. All the cards won.
It's not Clash of Champions. It's Clash of the Champions.
I don't have enough room for the duh. All right.
Okay, look, put a little carrot.
I will. I'll put a carrot in there
And
for
then
you.
write the.
If you
super
judge
small at the
another
top.
thing I write on my board, I swear I'm gonna come over to your brand and I'm gonna release all of the matches ahead of time, like Eric Bischoff.
Forbidden Door, buddy. We'll make it happen.
The thing nowadays, right?
There you go.
Are you happy now?
I am. I was waiting for you to put the carrot in the wrong spot so it would read Clash the of Champions.
Listen, Ronda with an H Rousey is gonna do wonders in my promotion. Okay.
Rhonda.
Honda.
Okay. It's because she's coming from a company that owns her name now, so I have to have an H in it.
Rhonda.
No, it's Ronda with an H Rousey. That's what she's gonna be called. Ronda with an H Rousey.
Well, I'm from the other company, so I can call her Rhonda if I want to.
Sure you can.
Okay. Let's see. Kylie, which segment which
So we can do backstage personnel or tag teams next.
category? That's what I was trying to think of.
Ooh, tag team.
Okay. Take a breath. Okay.
All right, Kylie, can I count on you?
Oh, okay. So David Tilley said Battle Bowl. Battle Bowl will be kind of my Starrcade event will be Starrcade Battle Bowl. So because let me tell you why. If you guys remember Battle Bowl back in the day, it's all makeshift tag team matches, so I can use any of my singles
True.
male wrestlers that I want to.
True.
So would Starrcade be Christmas Day like the old days? Yes. Well, I don't know if it'll be Christmas Day. It'll be Christmas time. It'll be December.
Y'all, I have 31 tag teams in my notes.
Can you use all of them? Have any of them been taken as?
I'm gonna double check as I go, but I think I cleared up most of them.
Okay. All right. Let's flip this thing.
All right. Are you calling?
Get ready. And then I have about
like
like five minutes or so roughly before I gotta head back to work, so I don't want to.
Oh, we need to do women's.
Let's do women's
We
wrestling.
gotta
Do women. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We got to make this quick too. So let's flip the coaster. Who wants to call
you
it?
Call it. You.
Now
call
I'm nervous.
Okay,
Yeah, call it.
Okay, I'll call it. I'll call it in the air too. Let's do heads. Cole wins.
Ah!
1 for 7.
Yes.
It was
Don't call
tails
it a
again.
comeback. I love it.
It was tails.
And there's no question. I made a promise to our viewers. I plan to keep it. With the number 1 draft pick, I am picking Kylie Rae.
From it's the last one. Oh,
Okay. We at least got to get through the top
now
5.
there's really no question.
We at least got to get through our top 5 before Kylie has to leave.
Oh,
So,
I can breeze through 10. Let's get it.
Yeah.
okay. My number 1 draft pick, and this might shock some people. I'm going Athena.
Oh.
Yes. I was thinking that. I'm like,
Okay. Then I got to take the GOAT,
I know you're going next.
Charlotte Flair.
yes,
Woo.
another good one. I like Charlotte. I'm a fan.
CHAROLLETE.
No.
2 T's.
No. 2 T's, 1 L.
1 L.
Charlotte with an H.
Charlotte.
CHAR.
R L
Yeah.
Flair.
Spelled like
F-L.
Chevanier.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Oh, hold on. Where's that? Tony. Okay. How do we pronounce
Shiva Noi.
Shiva Noir.
He's going to be French on my show.
Tony Shiva Noir.
All right.
Okay.
I got Charlotte. All right.
Okay. For my number 2 selection, how
do you have to look this up?
I'm not.
No,
How do you right now have to look this up? There are so many women sitting right there.
So, man,
just say her name. Say it. You want to say her name.
I feel
I'm so conflicted right now. I'm going Sasha Banks.
Ooh.
I wanted Sasha. That means I got to get my next fave.
We all want Sasha.
Give me Bianca Belair.
Okay.
Ooh. Another good one. Excited for that match. Sorry, I'm thinking about Mania.
I'll make sure you're booked for that match.
The best booker.
Okay. Number 3, I'm going Bailey.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a good one.
She is my sole inspiration, if you haven't been able to tell.
Just a little. Just a smidge of
Right?
an inspiration there. All right. I'm going to get a late pick here, and I'm going to get Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Yes. That's who I thought you first talking about when you said the goat. Because do you see her jacket? She comes out with like little goats on it. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, but I would argue that she's not the goat.
Okay, for my 4th pick, this might surprise some people. I'm going Io Shirai.
Not surprising at all. That's number 4 on my list right now.
Hands down, one of the best wrestlers. So good.
So I got to counter then and take Asuka.
Yes,
that was going to be my next one. That's going to be my next one. Good selection, sir.
5 left.
Okay. Well, I've got 6 left because this is my 5th pick here.
Oh, because I'm not used to going first.
Yeah.
My bad.
For my 5th selection, I'm going Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, you son
I
of
was just saying, I was going to say, I'm
you
like,
son of a gun. Ah! Oh, I thought she was going to be a sleeper pick. I thought I was going to get her late.
No.
All right, give me Britt Baker.
Okay.
Ooh. That was a great list.
Okay. Number 6, going Thunder Rosa.
Nice.
All right.
It's just current wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
All right. Who am I going to take?
Okay, Matthew McConaughey, settle down.
Let me.
All right.
Let me get. I'm going to take a different approach here. Give me Chris Statlander.
Okay.
Nice. Strong, athletic.
With a different gimmick, I think I can make her into something real special.
My number 7 selection will be Natty Neidhart.
Oh.
Nice. OG.
Okay. Oh man, making it. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I got 3 left. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, I'm a big fan. Create my own list. My own board.
All right.
Man.
He's got 3 left.
Gosh. Gotta go Mickey James.
Oh, that's a good
Yes!
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. I gotta let the rivalry continue. Chelsea Green.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now question. Before I get to my last two, would we consider Beth Phoenix as current?
I would.
Yeah.
She's current.
Ah!
Beth Phoenix
She
is
just
current.
wrestled!
She just wrestled.
A one-off match.
Kylie gets the
You don't know that?
Kylie gets the final say so.
Fine.
Beth Phoenix.
Fine. Over here.
I bet she's going to wrestle again.
Over here.
Mark
making
my
up people.
word.
Oh man, I got one left.
One left.
Nobody be offended. I'm gonna take some youth.
Take your youth.
I'm gonna take Roxy.
Good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Oh, that was a really good one. Yeah. Newly signed.
Okay.
All right, I finished up.
For my final selection, I'm gonna shoot over to NXT.
Ooh,
But not who you think I'm gonna pick.
Cora Jade.
No.
Oh.
Kaylee Ray.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, she's so good.
That's a good pick.
Some of the stuff that she does. Yeah.
And so many names still left on the board.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. So we got two left. Kylie, I know you got to go. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Can't wait to do this again. My face still hurts from laughing and smiling so much.
Smile Gang.
I'll come
We were told Smile Gang should be spelled with a Y for you. For the Kylie.
So like SMY.
LY.
Should we take it a step further? Could we call it the Smiley Gang?
Ooh.
Yes.
SMYLIE.
The Smiley Gang. I
I
like
like
it.
that.
All right.
Yay.
We're shirts in the soon to come shirts coming.
We're getting there.
The stick-figure ones. I'm
She
kind
wants
of on
stick
board with
figures.
that now.
Just
Because it's-
the three of us on a podcast, all stick figures, like
Stick-figure.
with like boom mics coming down.
I love it.
Let's get it.
Kylie, thanks for hanging out with us. Can't wait till we get to do this next time, but I know you got some stuff to get to, and we'll let you go. Any final jokes, final words?
And I will come with more jokes next time, but I want to thank you both for just being awesome, as you guys always are, just making it easy to talk to. And New Wave Pro, right? Saturday? So
Saturday.
I should plug that.
New Wave
Saturday,
Pro.
sorry.
And that's the Paris show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In
If you
Paris,
guys,
Illinois.
Illinois.
if you guys are anywhere near Paris, Illinois, it's
Paris?
kind of like central Illinois, actually East Central Illinois. I know it's close to the border of Indiana. So if you're anywhere near this upcoming Saturday, New Wave, say it again.
Yeah. New
Okay.
Wave Pro.
New Wave Pro, check it out. Support your independent promotions.
And our very
I'll come
own
with
Kylie.
more jokes next time, too. Yes.
Awesome. Thanks, Kylie. We'll see you later.
Thank you, guys. Have fun.
All right. So, yes, Paris, not Paris, France, though.
Yeah, Paris, Illinois.
Well, since we actually got to our women's wrestlers and it's 10:30, why don't we call it a day? We'll save our last two.
Ooh, he's gonna call an audible.
I am going to call an audible. So we are going to wrap things up for today. Cole, any final thoughts?
Guys, as always, thank you for watching the greatest wrestling podcast ever. We sincerely appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with us today with the one and only Smiley Gang. It was a lot of fun. Always a blast to hang out with her and to chat. Don't forget to go get your Going Broadway Podcast merch. It's comfortable. It's stylish. You want it. You need it. And we'll be bringing out more merch to come, as we just mentioned. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Don't forget about all of our upcoming guests. April, again, we're keeping it cleared so you can just chat it up with us.
For the most part.
This coming Monday is our next show because Alex is going out of town. So we will be having our show Monday, same time, just on a Monday.
Same time, just a different day.
So join us Monday for that. And then we will go over our WrestleMania recap and get all of our predictions in, or preview, I should really say, and go over all of our predictions for that. And then you won't want to miss all of our guests that are coming up, so make sure you get those locked into your calendars.
Let's just throw these up again real quick. Allen Angels, April 28th. Current NWA Women's Champion Camille, the following week, May 5th. I won't play the whole promo video again, but then the following week, we have the one and only Athena, formerly known as Ember Moon, on May the 12th. So, again, back-to-back-to-back weeks of guests. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Why don't you give the people what they want?
It is that time. I leave you guys with your favorite thing in the entire world.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Come back and visit with us on Monday.
This podcast was a presentation of LightUpMedia.fm.